What's good, everyone? Prisman back again, and today I'm going to be giving you my review of BorutO episode 3. So let's get into it. The episode starts off with Shino teaching the kids how to throw the ninja star, also known as the shuriken, but they did not listen to him as nobody does in the Naruto world, and they just start off uh, doing their own thing. BorutO actually comes in. He throws the large shuriken, the one that folds up, but he hasn't got any much control of it because it's. I think it's his first time throwing it. He actually throws it, and the kid who looks like Rock Lee, he actually gets his foot trapped in it, and the shuriken goes wayward. But it's a little bit like with us as well. How I was like in my class when a teacher told me and my classmates to do something, we actually didn't do it. We actually went off and started doing something else, or start like fighting, or even like bouncing on the trampoline and like doing front flips while we should be actually doing something else. But I think that the kid that looks like Rock Lee is meant to be the comic relief of the series because he actually doesn't like take like yeah he actually tries to take things too serious, but he also fucks up, which is due to him like being nervous. And we also move on to the kids where they're sculpturing in Naruto's face back again onto the wall. I've always thought that they use some like something jutsu to actually like sculpt the Hokage's faces or on the wall, but they actually have to use like tools, which is really stupid if you actually think about it, because they've got like all these devastating ninjutsu powers, and I would rather use tools to actually try to sculpture something that's like 30 foot long and really thick. And rock is really hard to even like try to sculpture, and I've got like these ninja techniques that can just like form like these shapes and shit like that. It really doesn't make any sense in my opinion. The kid that looks like Rock Lee actually tries to not mess up, but he actually does, and he causes a rock slider on one half of Naruto's face, which causes a Shikadachi actually say some mean stuff to him, and actually hurt his feelings, which was a little bit sad to see. But the other kids, even Sai's son like tells him like, yeah bro, yeah, you actually went too far, which yeah he actually did. He should not like spoke down to him and even brought him down. But when he was back home with his father, Shikamaru, he was actually regretting to what he said to the kid, which is understandable as well, because when kids are young, they actually say like a lot of mean stuff to each other, but they actually feel bad about it after and they apologize. But how good does Tamara look though? She's like not even age, like she's actually kept it up. That's really awesome. But Shikamaru just looks like a copy of his dad. I think that the creators must have been like in like a meeting or like the next character designs, and they were like, so how should Shikamaru look? Just make his hair a little bit longer and just put like a little a goatee on him, and then that'll be fine. You know, like there's nothing else. But for Shino, they were like, oh yeah, just give him some nice glasses, like some futuristic glasses, and like some and like a top knot, just like a samurai. When Shikadai sees the kid who looks like a Rock Lee, yeah, I'm gonna call him the kid who looks like Rock Lee because I forgot his name. I think his name is Metal. I forgot, but that's why I'm gonna call him the kid who looks like Rock Lee. Anyway, when he sees him, he tries to apologize to him, but the evil spirit is back, like some evil chakra, like demon that takes people over, and he like it controls him to do like evil stuff. Like that's back. When Boruto was using like his like new version of the Byakugan, I think, because he's not got that in the manga, but he's got it in the anime, and I think it's a little bit different. But anyway, when he's looking through the eye, he can still see the spirit, and he asks the other guys that if they can see it, and they go, no, it's obviously his ocular jutsu that can see that spirit. And when that spirit was making the kid fight, you can actually see how focused he was as well, like how strong it was. I think it's almost up to the level of how Rock Lee was in the first part of the Naruto series, like most of these characters as well, they are carbon copies of their parents. Like with Shikamaru's son, he's like a carbon copy of his father. Basically, he's like a really good tactician and a really good strategist. You know, because when they were fighting the spirit that took over the kid that looks like Rock Lee, he he actually came up with the plan of using the shadow clone and the transformation jutsu on Boruto, so he can look like him and actually use that uh, to his to his advantage. But when Boruto returned back home, he asked his mother how her Byakugan works, and she told him how it works, and he was thinking about that, like if his eye is still the same thing, but I think it's not. It actually looks way different to what the Byakugan is. I'm pretty sure that ocular jutsu is gonna get explored to what it is in the anime and in the manga as well, and I look forward to it. And I think that there's a lot more to be done with these characters as well, because most of them are just really like carbon copies of their parents. You know, I think that they should try something different, like with these characters as well, and even try to give them like a different look to when they grow up, and a different personality, because the look and the personality is just the same as how their parents were when they were their age. This was a decent episode, guys. It was alright. It wasn't like the worst thing ever. It was still fun to watch and enjoyable to watch. But yeah, tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe now. Like it as well. And I'll see you around. Peace.